Meowdy! So today we are going to be doing another Shoe0nhead reaction video. This one is gender studies for kids. It came out 9 years ago and has almost 4 million views.
So I guess we're all a little bit queer.
Oh brother, here we go again.
Me too?
Of course, Teddy. Why don't I teach you a little song about unicorns to help you remember?
She's gonna sing about it. At least we know she has a ukulele for when she has to do her inevitable apology video.
Horses with horns are called unicorns. Some other horses shout.
Taking the rainbow wasn't enough. Now they want unicorns? It never ends.
'Cause unicorns stand out, but unicorns never fear when horses call them queer.
We still haven't answered the question of the day. What does queer mean? I feel like I need to know what something means before deciding if someone calling me it is going to induce fear or not.
'Cause queer means different. Queer means different, and being different is what makes you you.
Well, I guess that's our definition, which is kind of inaccurate for today, considering no one's used the word queer to mean different in like the past 100 years.
Children do not have to learn about this shit. Cricket stuff is cringe as fuck, so let's get on with it.
Aw, now I feel left out. 1 second.
Got it. I got it!
Welcome to Queer Kid Stuff. I'm Lindsay, and this is my best friend Teddy, and today we're talking about feminism.
So I'm not sure what song is playing here. All I heard is, don't matter if you're a boy or a girl. Don't matter if you're a boy or girl.
Oh good, that's my favorite subject.
Do you remember when we talked about gender?
Of course!
No, I think I was out sick that day.
Well, here's the truth. Sometimes things are unfair. One of the biggest things that's unfair is that people are treated different than others.
Is it just me, or does it seem like she's trying to promote her weird ukulele music?
Because of their gender, girls are not always treated the same as boys.
Yeah, they usually win divorce settlements, child custody battles, have lighter jail sentences, they get to keep their genitals intact when they're born, easy access to domestic abuse shelters, can choose not to sign up for the draft,
Not being judged for showing emotions publicly, while the man that's with her might get blamed for her emotional state. Using social media for validation, even if you're an ugly woman, other attractive and unattractive women will hype you up online. Think of the we're all 10 out of 10 girls. Allowed to have strict standards for dating, aka he's too short or he doesn't make enough. But if a man doesn't want a woman with diabetes or a cock, he's the problem. Women are more likely to be believed when they come forward about sexual harassment and assault. Depending on your state, she might not get arrested if she's the aggressor of a domestic abuse situation, even if he calls the cops. Honestly, I could probably do this all day, so I digress.
Rosie the Riveter actually comes from a time when girls were finally allowed to have jobs that only boys had. That's why she's so important.
Rosie originally wasn't supposed to be a symbol of female empowerment. She was actually just a painting for a company called Westinghouse. And the painting wasn't even used as feminist propaganda until the 1980s when a bunch of women's rights activists found it and started using it. The model it was inspired by worked in the factory for a few weeks before quitting. She actually quit because she was a dedicated cello player and didn't want to fuck up her hand.
So I have a quick correction for Shoe here. For a long time, Geraldine Hoff Doyle was incorrectly credited as the We Can Do It poster's subject. The poster is also oftenly mistakenly called the Rosie Riveter poster. The We Can Do It poster was created by J. Howard Miller in 1943. Historians later discovered this image was heavily based on a wartime photograph of Naomi Parker Fraley, who was working at the California Naval Station Alameda. For decades, it was mistakenly thought to be modeled after factory worker Geraldine Hoff Doyle. Geraldine did play cello according to her obituary. She loved to play music and played cello throughout her life. As far as Naomi Parker Fraley, I was unable to find any record of her ever playing the cello. She was probably going off of the info that was widely circulated for years when making this video.
Girls still aren't paid as much as boys for the same job.
Boy.
The wage gap is simply the average earnings of men and women working full-time. It does not count for different job positions, hours worked, or different jobs. It has nothing to do with the same job. It has nothing to do with discrimination.
Without fail, this comes up every time. Why? Are they trying to speak it into existence?
Feminism is the belief that boys and girls should be treated as equals.
Except for all the ways that women don't want to be treated equal.
I believe that.
Then you're a feminist, Teddy.
No, Teddy, you can also be called an egalitarian or a decent human being, but we can't use those labels because those don't bring people into the board. You're either a feminist or you're an MRA, alt-right, Nazi, fascist, Trump-supporting white man. There's no in-between. Sorry, Teddy.
What Teddy doesn't know is he can't just support feminism. He has to support all the things. Or he's a bigot.
We want to know how you're a feminist. Let us know in the comments below.
Kids' content does not have comments on by default.
Oh.
LGBT is an acronym.
What's an acronym?
LOL is an acronym for Laugh Out Loud. FBI is an acronym for the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
STFU is the acronym for Shut the Fuck Up.
Why is this so funny? That's so random. Why FBI? Is she trying to tell us something? Oh shit! Lindsay, quick! Act awkward as fuck if you're in trouble.
LG B.
Oh god, we have to save her.
Teddy, do you know any acronyms?
Yes, I know that LASER, LASER, is an acronym. It stands for Light Amplification by Stimulated Emission of Radiation.
Damn, look at the big brain on Teddy.
What the heck? I actually learned something.
You might also see LGBTQ+.
Girl, your targeted demographic is just now learning the alphabet. Don't be throwing symbols and numbers and shit in now, come on.
Where the I stands for intersex and the A stands for asexual or ally.
As far as for intersex, I don't know if they even wanted to be included in this gay shit. A is for asexual, or ally, because the straights were feeling left out of the alphabet mafia. Oh no.
Ally, because straight people want to be included in the LGBT soup too. Why not?
That's so many letters and words. I don't know how you keep it straight.
Teddy is based. We must save him from the queers.
They don't keep it straight, Teddy! They keep it gay! Jesus Christ, you homophobic shitlord! Have you learned nothing? Little bitch knows what laser stands for, but can't even—
Also, look at him. I need to know what Lindsay is doing to this poor bear.
Everyone who's included in the letters in these acronyms is a part of the same community.
That's nice, but did you know the B in LGBT suddenly disappears when they find out I'm not a feminist? I suddenly turn into an evil straight person in the eyes of your community.
That, and the second that you get a long-term male partner, you're not invited to the lesbian sweepovers. Is not fair.
Everyone who disagrees with them is straight, and white, and a male, and cis, and right-leaning.
L stands for lesbian.
Oh god, Lindsay, at least wait till your target audience is past the point of needing colorful blocks and songs to learn things before you teach them about double-sided dildos and scissoring. God, Obama's America.
Damn you, Obama.
A lesbian is a girl who loves other girls.
Okay, I really hate how she keeps describing sexuality as loving people. I understand that she has to simplify it for her audience, because she knows for a fact she shouldn't be talking about this stuff to them. But kids love their moms, kids love their dads, kids love their teachers, kids love their friends, kids love their families, kids love their dogs. You're gonna have them thinking they're gay or lesbians for loving people. There's absolutely nothing about dating here or anything, it's just love. Oh, you're a girl and you love your mommy? You're a lesbian.
But I thought that's what gay means.
It's all the same, Teddy. They're all going to the same place in the end. In the ground, rotting, 'cause God not real.
Preach. I worship the one true gods. My cats. It's now time for Kitty Corner! Cute girl. Mochi! Boocher! Where's we? Mochi again.
Teddy, I have a question for you. What does a lesbian look like?
Don't they all look like you, Lindsay?
Don't they all look like you, Lindsay? Y'all, I am telling you, Teddy is based. We gotta get our boy out of there. He's not safe with Lindsay. She is not a safe adult.
Anyway, it shouldn't matter whether someone is gay or lesbian or one gender or another or both
Both. So you agree there's two.
or somewhere in between.
Oh.
And if you want to learn more about what lesbian is, you can always ask your grown-up.
Hello?
Gregory, what's a lesbian?
What? How did you even hear that word? Did you get past the parental control?
Oh, what a blast from the past when Skeptic and Shoe were together. So cute.
B stands for bisexual.
Does anyone find it creepy that the word sex is in a show for toddlers?
Bisexual is when you love people of both genders.
That's so cool. That's a lot of people to love.
Yeah, being bisexual is awesome.
It's not awesome. It's not a lot of people to love. What the hell? Unless you're polyamorous, like you date a lot of people, being bi has fuck all to do with loving multiple people. One of my favorite all-time quotes actually comes from an anti-feminist. He said, "Bi people eventually choose a side."
Ah, yes, the duality of bi. In another life, I might have married a little Thai lady or a voluptuous woman with mommy milkers bigger than mine. But alas, in this life, ultimately in the end, I chose the cock and married a man. How dare I?
Like, no shit, you mean they eventually settle down in a long-term relationship with one person? They're not just the town bicycle forever, just fucking everyone left and right, hopping dick to dick, vagina to dick, vagina until they die?
But I have another question. What about people who aren't girls or boys? Like me, since I'm a Teddy and I use they.
Never mind. Lindsay can keep her non-binary teddy bear.
There's actually another word for that. It's
Retarded.
pansexual.
Pansexual doesn't really make sense to me, because if you're agender, gray gender, and all those 72 genders, you still come off as biologically male or biologically female.
So I remember around 2013 when the term pansexual was growing in popularity, mostly due to Tumblr. And because I was young and dumb, I was like, oh, well, I just like who I like, and their gender doesn't really have anything to do with it because I was bi and women are hot and men are hot. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm pansexual then. Because at that point in time, I didn't really realize that, I don't think our quote-unquote 72 genders we have now existed yet. I don't think that they exist now, but some people believe in that shit. So, yeah. So I identified as that, and I was like so about it that I even told my mom and shit. And she was like, okay, honey, whatever makes you happy. Thanks, Mom. So supportive. We love her. Mama Sage.
Depending on who's looking at you, of course, there's like androgynous looking people, but you always look like more either or. Since gender is in the mind, is it not? Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Correct me. Debate me in the ring, bro. One-on-one live.
Shoe, I would offer to, but we would be way more likely to agree in the ring.
Do you remember when your little baby bear brother was born?
Yeah.
Well, do you remember the very first thing you learned about the new baby bear in your life?
That he cried a lot?
No, Teddy.
No, Teddy, how dare you answer my question off script?
Excuse me, Lindsay, why are you dictating this man's memories?
You probably learned that your little baby bear brother was your little baby bear brother, that your new sibling was a boy. They tell parents that their baby is a boy or a girl. That's called a gender assignment.
Kids are already confused and overwhelmed by career prospects and the 3 choices of milk in the cafeteria. How are they supposed to be deciding their sexuality and gender? When these are things most adults can't even decide on. They always say how gender is fluid and sexuality changes and all this shit. Then why the hell are they trying to push this on kids? I don't get it.
That's called looking at a newborn's genitals and determining if they're biologically male or female.
Now I'm confused.
Me too, Teddy. I feel your pain. I'm really glad you're here with me on this journey, you know? I feel like you're just like my spirit animal.
Oh, so the doctors are wrong sometimes?
Fuck! You fucked it up, Teddy! No, the doctors are not wrong!
Oh, Shoe missed when Teddy came out to us as non-binary. Now she knows too. We can't save him.
There's also another word you should know. It's the word cisgender. Someone who is cisgender does identify with the gender they're assigned.
Alright, this is not my first time complaining about the word cisgender. I think how Shoe has her wage gap button, I'm gonna need to make a cisgender button, because my hatred for this word is immeasurable.
Basically, any of us who came out of the chute one way and stayed that way, who have not changed our gender, we are all cis. Normal people. We can't just be called man, woman, a person. No, we have to separate ourselves and denote that we are not transgender.
Using the term cis because it was coined by a pedo sympathizer. This is Volkmar Sigusch, a German sexologist, physician, and sociologist who served as the director of the Institute of Sexual Sciences at the Clinic of Goethe University, Frankfurt, from 1973 to 2006. He's credited as the first published instance to the term cisgender as an antonym for transgender. Sigusch also paved the way for virtuous pedophiles. He said there's a difference between pedophiles who offend and pedosexuals who don't but shouldn't have contact with children.
I don't use it for these reasons, and you might not want to use it either. It's up to you. I'm not trying to dictate your fucking speech. I'm not your dad, but I do think that you should be informed of what a word means before deciding if you should use it or not.
200% mad. Your target is clearly toddlers and very, very young kids. Why would they need to know any of this? It's only gonna confuse the hell out of them, especially saying things like being gay is cool. When you love another boy, you're gay. A better way to go about this would probably be something like this. Some people have 2 mommies or 2 daddies.
Really?
Yep, I have a dad and a daddy.
She call me daddy. I ain't got no kids, but the way she talking to me, you will probably think I did, like I'm her daddy. Yeah, I got those long socks underneath those brown Crocs, drinking whiskey on rocks like I'm her daddy. Danny Gonzalez, daddy. Chef's kiss.
Teach tolerance of other people, and eventually when they're older, they'll understand. Talking about gender, and especially sexuality, would make more sense if your target audience was like 8 or 9 or 10-year-olds.
And this right here, people like this is why I will keep my little ones off the internet. Period.
This is clearly your own opinions and things you learned in gender studies under the guise of like a cute, friendly kids TV show. Could you imagine if I voiced all my opinions like this? All together now, 2 bombs weren't enough. Anime is trash.
No, Shoe, we love anime. Anime does get a bad rap though, and I see why. I'm just a big anime fan because I'm a fucking weeaboo. What can I say? Alright, Shoe. I know you don't like anime or whatever, but I think I know an anime that you'll like. Give the Ghost Stories dub a chance.
You see, the internet was a blessing from the Lord Jesus to spread the word of God throughout the world. But pedophiles and Muslims stole it and used its holy power to seduce children like yourself into sin. Not get out, get saved.
Nobody cares what I have to say. What are your opinions? Do you think this is okay? Do you think it's terrible? Do you think I'm just like, think of the children?
Horses with horns are called unicorns, right? You called unicorns? Ollie, it's okay if you're gay.
Thank you so much for the support on my last video. New videos every Saturday, and I post cute cat shorts daily as well. I'm also getting ready to start streaming. If you are interested, go ahead and follow me on Twitch at SagelunaVT, so then once I start going live, you'll know. Bye!
I've heard it 1,000 times before, and it's just not that funny anymore.
Shut up! I'm filling out my Special Olympics application.